Hey guys, thanks for listening to the Spiritual Grind. We hope you enjoy it, and don't forget to follow, hit the little bell for your notifications when the podcast is posted, and like, follow, and share with your friends. We hope you enjoy it. Leave a comment if there's any topics that you want us to speak about.
Like, follow, share.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jenny. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Spiritual Grind.
Good morning.
Sorry, we've been missing a couple days. We're gearing up for our expo run around the United States. We're starting out in Springdale, Arkansas on April 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th at the Ozark Research Institution Power of Thought School that they do annually.
Yeah, very exciting.
People from all over the world to be there.
Yeah.
They're like 30,000 members deep.
Yeah, but they're from all over the world.
Yeah, all over the world. Yeah, they have a large group that comes every year from Japan.
I was going to say, I think a lot of their people are from Japan.
Yeah, they have a lot. And Ukraine, she said, what she was telling me on the phone, they have like almost 700 members from Ukraine, and they normally see like 20 or 30 of them every year. It's
yeah.
kind of cool. Anyway, so we'll be at the Ozark Research Institution annual Power of Thought School, which is in Springdale, Arkansas. You can find that information at ozarkresearchinstitution.com. Or you can look at our website, too. There's a link in there in the event that links to their website. It's in our event schedule.
Right. I also put the link for the website in the description.
Or the podcast, it'll be in the description. Great.
In the podcast.
In the podcast, so that'll be fun.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gearing up. We're ready to go. We're getting all of our greeting cards. We're getting all our stuff for our booth, and got our fancy stand-ups for
right. Yeah. We got some of those fan advertising things.
Yeah, the stand-up.
I'm waiting patiently to see them work.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The
holographic.
Fans. Yep. That's my focus on tomorrow, I think, is getting those done.
Yeah. I can't wait.
I think 3 is going to be too many. I probably bought 1 too many. And so, because...
then maybe I'll put one on my desk that has, some affirmations or maybe video of Yoda or something.
Yeah, for sure. Anyway, so we're at Jin Dan Yoga's going. The website is up for that, by the way. It's jindanyoga.net.
Yeah.
You can become a member there and get access to the video library that's there for your sessions at home, and you can live link to the through the calendar into the Zoom conference, like for every session that Danielle does live. You can be able to join in no matter where you are in the world.
Yeah. We do beach sessions. We do moonlight sessions.
Yeah. She does beach yoga on Sundays, I think it is.
Right.
Sunday mornings.
And then she does the full moon sessions.
Yeah. Yeah, and you'll be able to live stream that. So no matter where you're in the world, if you would like to join in, you can do that. It'd be pretty easy.
Absolutely.
That's at jindanyoga.net. You can go directly to the website, or you can find the link that's in our on our website too, under our brands.
Yeah. So Jin Dan is our unique combination of yoga and Chinese medicine, specifically the meridians.
Yeah, it's a great flow.
We've incorporated several different kinds of routines where you actually take both techniques and we've twist-tied them together.
Twist-tied them.
Yeah, so you get both.
And Danielle's doing an awesome job with it. And
we've had such great, amazing feedback.
I know, right? It's been great.
The clients.
It's always smart to do your research when you're starting a new business. And when Jenny and Danielle come together to do this, it was at first, of course, ChatGPT will tell you all sorts of lies, and it says all this stuff.
Listen, don't bash chat. There's enough people out there bashing chat.
And the funny part about it is, they'll butter your bread quite good, and so you have to do the actual research. And I did there, and there is nobody. I can find nobody in the world doing it. And the reviews from the people that participate in it are top notch.
Yeah.
And so, a market study is a fast way to say, hey, what do you have? Is it good or is it not good? And 100%, 97% is what I figured success rate on it and how people are going to improve with it.
Yeah. We do the introductory alignment flow on Wednesdays.
Yep, that's at the park. Wow, what's the name of that park? Can't remember. But anyways, the link is on our website.
It's
on both of them.
Daytona Beach. So if you want to attend live, you can always join us there on Wednesdays.
Or you can
2.
Yes,
right?
at 2. No, it's at 1.
At 1.
And you can meet at the beach.
Can I finish?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That is also being recorded.
Yes.
And uploaded.
Correct.
So if you can't do it live, you can always tap in to the recordings.
That's right.
At Jin Dan Yoga.
There's one in the library now. Yeah, I put one in the library last week.
Yeah.
So it's actually a live one from the park in Daytona Beach. And then on Sundays, Danielle does yoga on the beach as well in Daytona Beach. And so if you're in the area and like to participate in a Jin Dan Yoga, she told me she was switching everything over to that for that session. And get in there early. I believe she said she does it at 9.
How can they contact through jindanyoga.net and send an email?
You can send an email on the website, or you can just send an email directly to jindanyoga@gmail.com. Or you can send an email to support@themerckcenters.org, and you'll get the auto feed of the schedule and everything as well.
I see.
Just put it in your topic line, Jin Dan Yoga, which it'll autofill once you click on it for support.
Gotcha.
It autofills in. It tells you what your question's about for you.
I see.
But anyway, so yeah, the membership is $39 a month. It gets you access to all the live yoga right in your home. You can do it from your house because this is a YouTube channel, so you can actually pull it up on your house if you have a Roku channel, and or any way to live stream to your actual television. So you can do yoga right in your living room.
Right, exactly.
And so, which is kind of one of the prompters to developing this was for you.
Right. Yeah, everything I create is for my own personal use and convenience. I wanted a way to, I'm busy creating and doing and usually I work from home.
Yeah.
And I would get up. I love the way yoga makes my body feel, but I also am an avid daily user of my meridian work and my Chinese medicine practice. And I was like, you know what? One day a light bulb came above my head, and I was like, for convenient purposes, I could whittle this down, and my morning getting ready time could be shrunk, basically, if I did both of these at the same time.
Yeah.
That's how this all got born.
So it was kind of prompted by laziness. No, I'm kidding.
Efficiency.
That's a better way to look at it, I guess.
It's okay to be lazy, and I promote being lazy, but lazy has such a negative, heavy connotation around it. It was exchanged in my brain for efficiency.
Correct.
So by combining the two, it made me more efficient at getting ready for my day so I could go on and get things done that I needed to get done.
Especially, it's really helpful for a healing process like we've been going through.
It is actually,
and it seems to be a little bit of a challenge process, but that's all right. We'll get there. It's all right.
What's the challenge?
The healing. It's not healing as fast as my human wants me to.
Healing will only go as fast as you allow it.
That is correct.
That's right.
Yeah.
But doing the Jin Dan Yoga, it definitely can bring profound results because you're moving the body in such a way where you're allowing the energy and the drama to release from the fascia and the lymph system. And you're working with the yin and the yang, and each meridian has different earth, water. It's tied to different things like that, the different chakras. And then when you add the energy meridians to the yoga, which is the same premise, it just really basically amplifies the intention of releasing, letting go, realigning, all of that energy flow.
I agree.
And giving the body permission to let go of what it no longer needs and getting aligned and synchronized with what actually is beneficial to stay around and get it going in the proper direction. Most people don't work with their energy.
Right, I agree.
And have never been taught how to work with their energy. Mm-hmm. There's some people out there that don't even know that you have basically a physical body and an energy body.
Yeah.
And so our introductory alignment,
it's funny how humans just forget that.
Is a great way to start working with
the
newcomers to yoga, and especially newcomers to the energy part of it with the meridians, because it's a nice slow-paced first introductory session where we really just focus on stretching that body, bringing in those meridians, tracing them, flushing them out if we need to.
Everybody says all the time, humans say it all the time, I just don't have the energy to do that, or I'm tired today, or whatever. People, they recognize that they have energy and that we have energy in our body, but they don't understand that just like everything else in your body has maintenance.
Right.
And so like, because I had one of the ladies tell me that one of the yogis after the last session last Wednesday, she was like, there's one thing I noticed. My balance is better. Like there's one girl, she's brand new.
Yeah.
She's like, in less than a week and a half that I've been doing this and watching the video online, I don't have the soreness. I'm not sore anymore.
Right.
And it would seem like it went really fast. And she can actually she's starting to do some of the poses that people tell her. Of course, it's all belief, but that it takes a little longer to do some of these poses. And she's like, hey, I'm hammering them in my living room.
Exactly. Yeah. Bringing in the balance techniques, because that's one of the things that we incorporate in some of the sessions is there's an actual technique to get your energy realigned with just balance itself. So if you're finding that you're off balance and can't hit some of the yoga poses, that balance technique, that would be very beneficial. And the more times you basically put your body into training mode.
Yep.
And the more times that you get used to running that energy and working with it, you'll see improvement.
Totally.
Improvement on your stamina, your balance, and when you're finding that in the yoga classroom, that spills over into your personal classroom.
Yep.
And what will then begin to happen is you'll feel your energy overall finding a calmer state of being.
Yep.
And what that leads to is the ability to process situations and circumstances more efficiently and be responsive rather than reactive.
Right.
What does that mean? That means you'll find yourself in a calmer state of being, so that instead of going straight to frustrated or anger, you'll find that you are calmer,
not responding as quickly.
You're not screaming at the people in traffic anymore. You're not screaming.
No more road rage.
Right. You're not being tart with the grocery store shop checkout lady because
Jin Dan Yoga will remove all your road rage.
Right.
Go ahead.
No promises, but you'll find it softening for sure.
For sure. Yeah. That's what one of the ladies said. She's been doing yoga for 30 plus years.
Yeah.
And she feels like that this has been missing the whole time.
Excellent.
And then it's really a cool place to think about, but because it feeds into the subject for the podcast today, is she's like, I'm going to do both. I'm going to do normal yoga in her membership, and she's going to do Jin Dan, because it is changing the way things feel in her life.
That's right.
And it was a great testimonial that I had. Wish I had recorded that one that day, but we do have a recording from her, but some of the responses have been astronomical. Change. But it changed over to the Jin Dan Yoga, and it's okay to do both. It's okay to do both, totally. And if you want to learn more about the meridians, Dr. Jenny just released a book. It's available on Amazon. It's called It's called Meridian Reset.
That's right.
And it's not the Meridian Reset. Don't look it up that way. It's Meridian Reset book.
Yeah, exactly.
And we'll have some of those with us at the conventions as well. But if you want to get it on Amazon, it is available.
Yeah. It will be a series because the energy work is a very in-depth. And so I can't take people from 0 to 60 in one book.
Yeah. It would be like 19 textbooks.
Yeah, right. So the first book is just kind of an introductory where we ease you into the concept, give you some easy techniques on how to get started with your daily routine and how to set that up. And then there'll be additional books that come. Yeah. Because like I said, people don't realize how deep it flows, pun intended, throughout the whole physical body. Yeah, totally. It's like they acknowledge it, but they know it's there, but they don't acknowledge it truly. It's kind of fun. Yeah. Kind of fun to watch, actually. How it's tied into the lymphatic system and the hormonal system. Especially since science is proving it now, too. And that's really great. Science is finally coming up to speed on what those of us already know and joining us there, which is a beautiful, beautiful joining together. I seen a video yesterday. You know, me being the aura guy, I like to, I do aura readings, and I found a video yesterday on YouTube of the government actually having photography of the auras around a person. Oh, cool. It's actually video. And so they have figured out some way to figure out the energetic exchange between people. They've started studying it. Did they release the video where you could actually watch it? Yeah, it's on YouTube. Yeah. How close is it to the way you see it? Oh, very, very, very close. Oh, very cool. So it was like cool to me. It was like, I know over the years, I was going to tell you that yesterday, and I just totally forgot. We've talked about how there's certain products out there that try to do that, but you always say way different. Yeah, you always say that it doesn't look anything like that. It doesn't look anything like one of those photographer things. Right, where they take the photo or they do the little computer thing at the fairs and stuff. Yeah, it was pretty, and what the video is on YouTube under studying transfer of spike proteins or something. It popped up in my YouTube feed, and how the government discovered auras. And I was like, what? And so I opened it and read it, and that's what happened is they were trying to figure out how from the COVID vaccine or whatever, this is kind of conspiracy theory in a way, but I don't want to go there. But they were trying to figure out how the spike proteins are being airborne from the people that did take the vaccine and didn't. And in the process of doing that, they accidentally discovered the aura exchange between people. And it's a really cool video. Yeah. And I was like, that's what I see. I was like in the morning. It was like 5 o'clock in the morning. You weren't up. I was like, that's what I see. It's like, duh. Yeah. We're glad you finally caught up with us. It's kind of crazy. But anyway. But Jin Dan Yoga made me prompt this morning about the topic of the podcast. Because the Wednesday in the live recording that we did of Jin Dan, the lady afterward said, I think I'm going to not change, but I'm going to move into doing both. Okay. And so it prompted the thought of accepting change in our life. Oh. And how we view change. And because, I've heard for years that people get set in their ways and they become stagnant. And I remember taking personal development courses in high school that taught to never be stagnant. Right. And back then, but now it's like they teach us the opposite. Mm-hmm. Even now with the online stuff and all the AI, people work from home a lot. And so they become stagnant in their own energy. Mm. And so that one little sentence that she gave me, it prompted me to really think about how change in our life is so important. Okay. And why we don't accept change. And when we do accept change, and why. What is the difference? Mm. And so, like, my processes were thinking of, oh, man, changing from being this business-minded entrepreneur guy to switching over and accepting, you know what, I have been forcefully handling business for years. And I've got to let spirit handle it. I got to let my higher powers handle it. You okay? Yeah, fine. I just reaching for my coffee. It is the spiritual grind. And so my thought process of that is, how do you, teach people change, because in my book, Unlocked Prison Purpose, it's on Amazon, I talk about how I changed by doing these steps, and some people just aren't about steps. Some people are understanding a more fluid change.
And with you in your book, Scripture from Within, you talk about change too, and understanding that your reality is scripted from within, and how to allow that to be what it is,
right,
and accept the change behind it. And so you're talking about 2 to 3 different ways. Like me, it was a kind of a male perspective on change, and for you, it's kind of more of a female perspective. With our backgrounds a little different. It hits both men and both of the books hit men and women both.
Yeah.
But in the process of going through this thought process, I'm thinking,
I just want to put out there that mine has nothing to do with gender.
It has nothing. Well, mine doesn't either. But I was just saying that's what I was thinking. I was explaining my process and how I was kind of identifying your book with my book, because like mine's one way, yours is another way, and they still both are a little about change.
Yeah.
And so, and the problem is I wasn't accepting the fact that my change was perfect and your change is perfect. I wasn't accepting that fact. There's more than one way to skin a cat, so to speak.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Producer. And
close your ears, Plumley. It's like, I won't let him skin you. Even if you are having a bad day, girl.
And, understanding that it's okay. Change is supposed to be there in our life. That's why we're here. And having more than one way of change, because like the lady said, yeah, I'm going to incorporate both of them because she's not willing to commit to change. And when the whole process of change is what we're supposed to have as humans.
Yeah. So change is going to happen inevitably.
Right.
Whether you're going to allow it or not, change happens.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Because the mechanism doesn't allow anything else.
Correct. Because you have to have change for experience.
The simple fact of we can go in many different directions with this.
Right.
Your physical body changes every day because every 120 days you get new red blood cells.
Yeah.
It's inevitable.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about it. In your conceptual reality, where we get wonky sometimes and we don't, if you're resisting change, guess what the universe is going to do? It'll bring change to you.
From all different directions.
Every day.
For sure.
Even if it's a minute thing of, you know what? I didn't do much today, so I'm going to rewear these clothes so I don't have as much laundry.
Yeah.
You will absolutely spill that bowl of chili in your lap.
But why do people not change?
Change will happen. Change, it's not that they don't change. It's that they are not recognizing that they do change.
Yeah.
The other part of that mechanism, which is still a little bit of a rabbit hole for people, is that the way reality is set up is that every second of every single day, when you make a new decision to do anything, be it move your arm, get out of bed, walk across the room, that's a whole nother version of you doing that thing.
Yeah.
And so you are no longer the person that you were standing on the other side of the room.
Yeah.
You've changed.
Correct.
There's not such a thing as I'm not changing. That does not exist.
Right.
The universe doesn't allow that. In order for you to be part of the all that is, change must be present.
Must be present, right.
Even people who are restricting and refusing to come to the awareness that they change every millisecond of every day just by positioning themselves differently in the chair that they're sitting in and the same job they've been in for 55 years.
55 years.
That same change of changing your position actually changes you to another screen in your reality.
Yep.
So change is inevitable. So you might as well embrace it.
Yep, I agree.
And if you are needing, based on your higher self, if you're needing true, deep change because you have a desire sitting over here queued up, waiting to become your new reality because you've asked for it 50 million times.
Yeah.
It will force you to change. but it will sometimes do it in small covert ways to where it makes it easier for you on the journey, depending on where you're at in your belief systems.
Yeah.
Whether it's an easy journey or a hard journey, change will happen. Change does happen.
Yeah.
Every day, every millisecond, change happens.
Right.
So for you to wiggle your words around and do word wizardry and make yourself believe that you're not changing or that you're not committed to allowing change is basically a lie you're telling yourself.
So the
it's
mindset behind
impossible
it,
not to change.
Right. We change constantly. And that's where the conversation that inside of me went is why would we have a mindset against change as a human when we constantly change anyway? Like, be it, and I'm not talking about changing jobs. I'm not talking about changing from one boyfriend to the next or one girlfriend to the next. I'm talking about real change within us. Mm-hmm. And that real change can be controlled very easily by your mindset, your subconscious mind. And when you don't, or your conscious mind, when you don't allow the subconscious mind to change with your conscious mind, then you're putting yourself in a mindset of inhibiting the change that you're through evolution as a human are you going to experience. You're going to experience it one way or another. Mm. So why do people put themselves in a mindset to stifle change?
Is that a rhetorical question, or are you wanting me to conversate on it?
That was a question to you.
Oh, so the microphone's been handed over.
Yes,
and the door's open.
That was a Dr. Jenny question.
Very well. Let's pack our carrot sandwiches.
Okay.
Here we go, folks. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. Dr. Jenny is finally joining the show.
That was my rendition of the Bonanza intro music.
Oh, my gosh. You just told your age.
I love watching Bonanza.
Yes, she does. When she's sick, that's what she does. She watches Bonanzas and lays in the bed.
Lay on the couch with my nice whoopee blanket, watching some Haas on Bonanza while dozing in and out of nap time.
And so
why are people afraid of the perception of change?
That's not the question.
Oh.
The question is why do we humanly, consciously stifle change through our subconscious mind? Why do we do that? That's the question. That's where I was going with that question.
Well, I ignored your question because the question you're asking is impossible to do.
Ooh, share more.
You cannot stifle it. You can have a perspective that it is stifled.
Now we're getting to where I wanted to go.
You cannot stifle change. Change will happen, period. With or without you, change will happen. You are going to change one way or another, and you can do it in a restrictive way, which then makes it feel hard and challenging. Or you can do it in an easy, graceful way, which feels easier and more graceful.
Yes.
When you're resisting change, that's when the heavy energy, the heavy frequency comes in, and it feels like it's hard. And your inner self clamps down and holds onto the door frame when you're trying to walk through the next door, holding on tight, not wanting to go through that doorway. But what people would benefit from is coming to the realization that you can't stop change.
Right.
Period.
Nice.
You can't stop it. It's coming.
Yeah.
One way or another.
You can change your mindset on change, I would say.
But that still is a form of change.
I agree.
There's no way to stop change.
This is exactly the rabbit hole, the yo-yo that's my mind's been going through since that comment on Wednesday.
Okay.
Is you really can't stop change. Change is going to happen.
No.
But we as humans have a tendency to change our mindset as humans most of the time, like you started to say a minute ago, out of fear of change. Mm-hmm. And so we become negative mindseted, is that a word? Against change.
It is now.
It is now. It goes in our spiritual grind dictionary. Perhaps we should create a spiritual grind dictionary. Combined and what was it?
Combined.
You know what's funny? We had somebody tell us yesterday that all of our podcasts, we talk about her all the time.
Shh. Oh, don't do it, girl. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
But we're not talking about you. We're talking about me, actually. And so the part of it.
She who shall not be named.
And so
we love you, girl.
Yeah, and not every podcast is about you, I promise.
Yes, it is, Queen. The whole world revolves around you, and it's all about you.
And so if we have a negative mindset about it, again, about change, and our conscious outwardly perception of our reality, like, for example, fear of changing jobs.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest ones in the world. And why? So what I have to teach myself or talk through in myself is this wouldn't be in my reality if it wasn't supposed to be there.
Right.
So why do I have a negative mindset against it?
Well, most of the time the negative mindset comes from the fear-based template of the unknown, the uncertainty.
Yep.
As humans, our programmed
predisposition
operating system likes to be in the know.
Correct.
It likes to prepare. It's back in the caveman years. You look ahead a little bit and you prepare for the worst case scenario. Winter's coming. Let's beef up. Let's get more kills in. It stems way, way back to preparing for a future events that might cause end of life or catastrophic event. That's how it's structured.
Yeah.
But it's not necessary to live that way anymore because abundance has shown itself to us.
Mm-hmm.
There's food in the grocery stores. There's food on the table. Abundance is all around if you look at it.
Yeah.
We don't live in caves anymore, not knowing what fire is and having to make sure we kill enough of the mammoths or buffaloes to get us through the winter months, stockpiling. We don't have to live that way anymore.
Right.
So by design, the human template came with an operating system coded deep within the DNA to always follow the number one law, which is to keep this human alive.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah.
And anything that is unknown, that doesn't have a predetermined set of sequences
if this
in
happens,
place,
this outcome's going to happen.
a code in place, if you will, that has problem, solution, it's an unknown variable. And that makes humans very uncomfortable because they can't plan for a future problem.
Right.
When you can toggle your perspective around to, instead of planning for a future problem with all this, file folder full of solutions, to living in the now moment because things are abundant. Look around. There's stuff everywhere.
Right.
You toggle to living right here in the now and stop planning for a catastrophic future event, then it will change your whole reality.
Right.
And so change then will become a more of a fun, exploratory perspective rather than a fearful unknown.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of changing the perspective or the glasses, the lens that you're looking at it through.
Right.
Getting to a place where you go in and you do some self-discovery on why are you afraid of the unknown. Somewhere in your life, did the unknown harm you or do something to you that was highly, highly uncomfortable, and that's why you adopted that perspective? Because if then you are intertwining event and situational identities, and you're copy and pasting them onto new events and identity onto new circumstances.
Yeah.
And that's not the healthiest way to go about it. If you live a life of copy and paste where, okay, I did this thing. It turned out shitty. It felt like crap. Anything that resembles that, copy, paste that file. So then I'm not letting myself even try the new thing.
Right.
Because I don't want to experience that same garbage again, because I am afraid of the unknown. And I've told myself a monkey mind story lie based on the previous event that I have experienced. It was highly uncomfortable. Rather than looking at the previous event and saying, okay, yes, it was uncomfortable, but what did I learn from it that was necessary for me to learn to be able to move forward and do this thing more effectively, more efficiently, more educated? Like, it served a purpose somewhat, some way. It didn't just happen to make you miserable.
Right.
You brought it into your reality and into your playwright for a purpose of teaching you something.
Yeah.
And so when you turn the copy and paste off and you let the new event or the new adventure have a clean palette to manifest from, and giving it a chance to actually become what it's supposed to,
right,
then change becomes softer to munch on.
Right.
Softer to explore, softer to experience.
I totally resonate with what you're talking about. So that's why I'm like in this dumbfounded area of thought. I
just didn't want to commandeer the entire stage and give you a chance if you were wanting to conversate about it at all.
No, I would allow you to continue on because I'm listening.
Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes these podcasts are about me.
Sometimes they're about me. I get in the hot seat as well. That's what the whole podcast that we do is about. We're wanting to teach individuals that we're not just spiritual gurus that levitate above our chair in the easy
speak for yourself
pose, and nothing bad, as society calls it, ever happens to us. We have challenges all along the way, but we've got our routine and our regimen that we use to work through those. Mm-hmm. Our shit stinks just like everybody else's.
Yeah.
And that's what we try to teach.
Yeah.
Now back to change.
Yep.
It's inevitable, guys. Yep. You are changing, whether you want to or not. When you resist change, that's when the funkiness begins to happen, because change is constantly happening.
Right.
You cannot
stop it.
Avoid it.
Yeah.
No matter what. The only thing you can do is try and work on the perspective by which you view it.
Yes.
And that will be what brings you peace of mind and ease and grace around the word change.
Right.
Because it's happening right under your nose, whether you're going to consciously be aware of it or whether you're going to pretend to stuff it away and not look at it.
Right. So my question would be at that point is when you accept change, as it's going to happen no matter what you do, how do you keep a positive mindset on it?
Well, I mean, there's different techniques that work for everybody. One of the technique that I use is if I know that change is coming and I feel the vibration of it becoming a little bit uncomfortable, and I'll give you my human experience. You know, we are getting ready to travel. And this will be the first time that we travel again since your stroke.
Just my event. Yep.
Yeah. So what I find in my body is I am resisting a little bit of that travel because of fear. Mm-hmm. I am like, oh my gosh, we're going to be away from his pharmacy. We're going to be away from his doctors. What if something happens and we're out all over the country on the other side of the world? What does that look like? We got to get used to new doctors. Nobody knows his story there. Like this whole monkey mind story of what if, playing the what if dumbass game.
Yeah.
And so what I do, like I teach people to do, is when your monkey mind takes and runs rampant with that shit, I sit down and I pinpoint in that story the problems that my monkey mind has given me in my journal. Mm-hmm. And I come up with the solutions.
Okay.
And the minute that I start coming up with the solutions and telling myself, okay, here's one solution to that problem. Here's two. Here's three. We are still okay. We are safe. And in doing that journaling process, I remind myself that this is just a what if story. None of this has happened. None of this is set in stone to happen. So you're basically making up a pretend story, but here's your dumbass solutions if you need them, so you'll shut the fuck up. And that will usually cause my monkey mind to shut up about it. Then I can toggle into changing my frequency by using some of my frequency interrupters that are in my tool bag, like, mentally taking myself somewhere fun.
Yeah.
That immediately will take my frequency.
I think you're the best in the world at that.
Yeah, I can daydream all day long about, playing with fairies or being a character in a Disney movie or whatever, that will immediately take my frequency from, a lower frequency right back up to where I belong.
Right.
And as soon as I do that, then that monkey mind shuts up and that thought process fades away to the point where I can't even really remember it.
Right.
So the tricks of the trade are always becoming aware that you're doing it. Don't let the monkey mind just get on that horse and gallop away into the sunset with all these what if dumbass stories. Interrupt that.
Yeah.
Interrupt that mechanism.
I spanked my monkey.
By.
So I throw that in there.
Where's the cricket button? We literally have a podcast about that. You remember doing that?
Yeah. Do you spank your monkey?
Yeah. I am a little more loving to my monkey, and I don't.
My monkey gets crazy, so I got to sometimes just get the belt out on her.
I mean,
and send her off to her corner.
Oh, it's a female monkey.
Well,
interesting.
It's the first time I've ever identified it, actually.
Yeah, that's the first time you've ever given it a gender.
Yeah, what I really do is threaten the belt and take the bananas. It just, but it acts right. So
I see. Whatever it takes, man.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes to get some act right. Get some act right.
Yeah.
So, in your little toolkit, I teach all the time. First, step one, always is awareness.
Yeah.
Awareness to everything. Because if it's running in the background in the subconscious and you're not aware of it, you can't really do anything about it.
Right.
Right. So bringing it to the awareness, whether it be a belief, whether it be a habit, whether it be whatever, start listening to how you're programming yourself with your own spell work by your words and your language.
Yes.
We're all internal witches and warlocks because we are saying spells to ourselves all the time.
All the time. People do it all the
time. And I'm going to tell you, as a hypnotherapist or a hypnosis individual, whatever state I'm in that I have to refer to myself as, there's one thing.
Certified hypnotist is what you are, by the way.
Thank you. There's one thing that is more powerful than my hypnosis sessions, and that is self-hypnosis.
Yep. What was that?
Self-hypnosis.
Yep. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
That is exactly what went through my head. Is that song? Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll surely sound atrocious.
Certified hypnotist. Now, so you got me saying certified hypnotist. Good Lord. Certified hypnotist. Good Lord Almighty. What are you doing to me?
There's only one thing that's more powerful than anything I can do for somebody, and that's what they can do for themselves.
That's right.
And you program yourself and you hypnotize yourself on a regular basis, whether you realize it or not.
Yeah. With your words.
And the words that come out of your own mouth, whether you're speaking to yourself in the mirror, whether you're speaking to another individual, those are still words that your own ears are hearing you say. Your body, as your personal universe that you're the God over, is hearing you say that, is feeling the frequency of whatever it is you're talking about.
Right.
And so you are programming yourself on a regular basis with your own words and your own vibration and your own frequency.
Yep.
You have an entire universe that lives underneath the skin all the way down to molecules and atoms.
Yep.
And they each have their own level of conscience and essence. And you are responsible for programming that whole entity we call the human body, the energy body, the mind body.
Yep.
That's your responsibility.
Yeah.
So it looks to me like now might be a good time to start watching what you say to yourself.
Yeah, and that's kind of a funny way of looking at things. And what popped in my head when you were talking about that is we already identified earlier that everybody talks about energy. They don't realize they have the energy. But if you've ever been an athlete, an organized athlete in any way, shape, or form, in a high school, collegiate, any kind of sport like that, you don't realize that you are hypnotizing yourself. And when you hypnotize yourself, or what I mean by that is like your coaches.
Yeah.
Like how many of you went into your weight rooms when you were in any kind of organized athletic place? How many negative posters did you see on the wall? Nope.
No,
No. There's one that was on the wall in our weight room in our high school that said, "Be the change."
Yep.
And
why do you think that you make a music mix when you're going to go do your weightlifting routine or your workout routine?
Because it makes you feel good.
Because it carries a kind of energy
Yep.
that lets you stay in a positive energy point when you're putting your physical body through this grueling workout.
Right.
It gives you that energy to keep carrying on doing those dumbass beef eaters that make you want to vomit.
Yeah,
or make you do vomit.
Well, we do it when we drive to work. We do all sorts of things.
Absolutely.
That are habitual.
That sounds like an entree.
It's a habitual.
Let's go to the habitual restaurant.
It's an habitual thing that you do. Like you get up and you get in the morning. We are programming our minds.
Yeah.
And so to change your minds, you have to change your programming.
There's that change word again.
Yeah. And so when you drive to work in the morning, you probably, like I used to do every single day, I put it on the same radio station, listen to the same thing on my way to work every single day.
Yeah.
And one day I changed it. You know why? Because Kid Craddock in the morning. Anyway, I used to watch Kid Craddock in the morning in Texas all the time.
Yeah.
And I had to change because he actually had a sudden accident and passed away.
Right. He went celestial.
He went celestial.
And the energy of the station changed.
And so I had to change stations. And what I learned was I started putting it on podcasts.
Yeah.
And so I would listen to a podcast every day. And then I got to where I broke the habit of being in that same ritual event, which it opened my mind. I don't know why I witched twice there, but I changed my mind, and it created in my bubble a different energy of change.
Absolutely.
And it kind of opened the door. And subconsciously, I didn't recognize it at the time it was happening. Mm-hmm. But I consciously knew I was changing from the radio station to the podcast.
Yep.
That was a conscious decision.
Right.
Because the energy of the station changed. And so the conscious decision that I made is the mindset that we're talking about, is you have to allow yourself to change your own rituals.
Yep.
To change your own thing. Allow the mindset to change. You don't necessarily have to change the whole world at once.
Right.
But allow yourself to, when you get up in the morning, change one thing.
It's actually not any of our jobs to change the world.
Right. That's right. It's not
our job to
change how we perceive the world.
That's right. And work on ourselves.
Yep.
Or use our human meat suit to navigate experiences.
About 12 or 14 years ago now, I woke up in the morning one day and I made a promise to myself.
To eat peanut butter and jelly sandwich every night for supper?
Yeah, how'd you know?
Rock on, because you are nailing that.
I'm nailing that one. I am. Yep. Well, but I made a promise to myself to become a better person every day.
I'm going to buy stock in peanut butter.
You should, because we own a bunch of it, of peanut butter, that is. And I made the commitment to myself to to become a better person every single day.
Okay.
And the only person that can measure what you change is yourself.
That's right.
And so becoming a different person, you can allow yourself to fall back into ritualistic things.
Mm-hmm.
And what you do when you give yourself that mindset is it changes the perception of your reality at that time, which is a change in itself.
I would just recommend one thing when you're putting the mindset out there of my goal and my intention is to become a better person every single day. Don't get tripped up in judging yourself.
That's right.
Don't judge what you did yesterday as bad or wrong or not right.
Yep.
By saying, okay, well, that was wrong. I'm going to do better tomorrow.
Yep.
Just improve. Yes. I have the goal and the intention to grow every day or
That's right.
transform every day. Or some people can use the word better without tangling it up in the, okay, I fucked shit up yesterday, so I'm going to do better tomorrow. Right. Some people can do that without going there. So just make sure
and that's still a mindset
you feel your way around using those words.
Oh, I agree totally. You know, I think the whole thing about it is when I also the other day, actually, when I made this commitment to myself to become a better person every day, I had to define myself what that meant.
Yeah.
And make sure that I worked towards it, whether people liked it or not. Because this change was about me. It wasn't about anybody else.
The whole journey is about you.
But as in our world, we have a tendency within our own bubbles, around other people, to gauge our vision of ourself or our own perception of ourself based on what other people say and do to us.
Yeah.
And you can't do that when you go through change. Yeah. You have to allow yourself to change the definitions and the perceptions that you have consciously.
Yeah, one of the biggest things that I will always take with me that I actually learned in my doctorate program, Dr. Kelly said, who was one of my instructors and the founder of the
IMHS,
the university that I went to, he coined it as them, THEM, esteem.
Them esteem, yeah.
And that is where you are so focused on trying to live your life based on what the they and the them outside of you thinks and expects.
Yes.
That you forget to allow yourself the room to be who or what you naturally want to be
100%.
Because you're so busy trying to be what somebody else thinks you should be.
That's right.
Or
instead of who you define yourself as.
Right.
That's 100% correct. But the process of the change is understanding that as well. And I think that's why this podcast was beneficial for me, because it just kind of reiterated what I already knew. But it's always good to kind of hear it every now and then, because it helps you realize that making one significant decision a day is not something that you make a promise to anybody else.
Yeah.
You make a promise to yourself.
Want to do something fun and take it to the rabbit hole on one other version right quick? It won't take but just a second.
Sure.
If you're not careful, change has a different definition.
Uh-oh.
Change is actually coinage in your pocket.
Oh, so you're not
so if you're
in your
resisting change,
you're
you
resisting money.
Get that tangled up and twisted too far, you can actually experience a tangled up little experience with your finances if you're not embracing change, because there are a couple of different definitions out in the world around that word.
Oh, yeah, totally. And so you got to make sure it's defined properly as well.
And which one you're talking about.
Because not only...
otherwise, if you're resisting change, then you're not going to have the coinage come to you. And all money is big money.
All money is big money.
And change turns into dollars.
Yeah.
And so if you're limiting the flow of change and the universe is being a little funny and you're limiting the flow, then you'll see less and less change that changes less into dollars, and you'll see your money flow.
Yeah, it's an abundance problem.
Slow down or stifle a little bit if you're not careful.
Yeah.
Rabbit hole.
You can't stop change as a rule, but what you can do is redefine what change is and your perception of it.
So can I use you as an example for a second?
Uh-oh. Did I say something smart?
No, just to bring my point across.
Darn it.
If you have an area of your life pie where you're not completely clear about change, or you're not allowing change, one of the things I noticed that you're doing, and I don't know where you are with your change, it obviously came up as a topic for some reason. You're working on whatever.
Yeah, after my event.
What I noticed you do at the restaurant is you do our payout receipts. When you tip, you want it to be a whole dollar. You want it to land on mathematically ending up with tip and all a whole dollar bill. You don't want that to have any change. Like you're not comfortable saying, I'm going to give this person, like the bill is $38.29.
I'll make it 50.
You'll say, you'll make the math make it to be where you pay $50 and they get the change. So you're basically giving your change away.
Huh.
Instead of just saying, you know what, I'm going to give them a $20 bill because I'm okay with the bill being $50.38. So the change comes my way. You see what I'm saying? About how you're not accepting change in any definition.
Wow, that's kind of a cool thing, actually.
It's a rabbit hole place.
Wow, what an epiphanal thought.
You got to be careful with that.
Sometimes your intelligence impresses me.
I know. Can a girl get a Yahoo? So you got to be careful.
Because that's kind of cool. Because what an inspirational way of looking at change.
Yeah.
Because, if you tip, like you said, if your bill is $38.49 and you take away the change and making it even dollar amount, you're putting a subconscious memory or a thought to yourself out there and that person
to reinforce the belief that you don't accept change.
Right, but in doing that though, aren't you giving them the change?
If they accept it, depending on where their belief system is, but why would you want to give your change away?
That's a good point. Accept the change.
You're trying to give the change away like it's not going to happen or doesn't exist.
That's a phrase for a cup. Accept the change.
Yeah, in any form that it comes in.
Yep. Keep the change. I like that one too.
Right.
I used to say that all the time, keep the change. And I'm giving away my change.
Keep the change.
You got to look at it differently. Wow, what a epiphanal moment. What a great podcast this was for me. Whether y'all like it or not, I liked it. So guess what? It's getting posted. So anyway, are you good?
I'm always good.
Hey guys, we appreciate y'all listening, really do. Come see us at Ozark Research Institution, April 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th in Springdale, Arkansas. If you'd like to see us, you can buy the tickets at ozarkresearchinstitute.com. Yep. And they are a nonprofit organization out of Arkansas that we have been supporting them for.
Is it .com?
Yes.
Okay.
And I verified that because when they got their website, it was before the orgs and stuff came out because they are a nonprofit organization, just so y'all know.
Yeah.
But I verified that. It is.
When you said .org, the song that popped in my head was remember the Jetsons? Where
George Jetson.
Right, where Judy writes the song so she can win the contest. Oop, op, org, aha. You remember that episode?
I do remember that episode.
You guys who don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. Oop, op, org, aha. That's the name of the song.
That's funny. I do remember that because she was oop, op, org.
And the whole house was doing it.
I remember.
And she ends up winning the contest.
I do remember. Anyway, thank you all for listening. Don't forget to like, follow, and share. Check out the website at www.themerckcenters.org. And get a chance, go take a look at the intro video for Jin Dan Yoga. I think you'll really like it.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, follow, share. Don't forget to
ring that bell.
Hey, you all have an awesome day.
Love ya.